go.
Crash and flow.
Here's my problem. Let me tell you a problem about that I have with
Active shooters?
No, active shooters is pretty clear on what my stance would be. Justin Trudeau is now he's banning everything, all guns.
Sure.
He's even banning airsoft guns.
Why?
I don't know. He's an idiot.
Airsoft guns?
Airsoft guns.
Is that a problem?
It's a pellet gun, but it looks like an assault rifle. It's literally I don't even understand these types of. I don't even understand the law because you can't. It's not like you can just walk around with an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
You buy an airsoft gun for you to go to like a tournament or like a place where they have all airsoft guns and then they play their capture the flags and shit, right? Which is apparently very fun, by the way. I've seen some videos, hella crazy. But yeah, he wants to ban that because it'll. I'm assuming it's because it looks like AR because it's a replica AR-15, but it shoots plastic pellets.
Bro, they should just. I'm gonna walk around with like a Glock Magnum that's painted pink.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be like, it's fine.
Or Nerf colors.
I don't even know if that's a gun, but that makes sense, right? A Glock Magnum.
I think it is two guns.
Okay.
A Glock is one gun and Magnum is
That's
another.
how boss I'm gonna be. I'm gonna have two guns glued together, pink.
This is dumb, dude.
Yeah, of course it's dumb.
Here's the thing. I know I'm not American, right?
Yeah.
As you know. But I really like a well-armed militia.
Talk to me. Now you're speaking my language.
It's one of the statements. What is it? On the
Pillars?
on the Constitution. Like
Okay.
essentially Americans have the right to be a well-armed
Yeah.
militia should the government go all screwy.
Yep.
And then now your government wants to kill your own people, right? You should actually have some firearms for you to be
America
able to.
was made by a well-armed militia.
Exactly, well-armed militia. And so I understand, you don't want people walking around with rocket launchers and things like that.
Yeah.
But man, they're taking everything away.
Airsoft
and
guns?
once when I didn't care about it too much.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, like I'm okay with the laws, whatever. I don't feel like I need a gun or anything else. But once when politicians are trying to take away the guns is when I want a gun.
That's exactly who I don't trust. Whenever they want something, I'm like, why? What are you about to do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they just left it the way how it was, which by the way, Canada has very good like background safety checks. Like if you check in with a therapist and you have like mental health issues that garners like a red flag, they'll come and take your guns away because like you have unstable mental health,
right?
That type of thing. There's got I watched the documentary a while ago, but essentially good laws.
I think it's stupid that like I understand you and I are in Mississauga, we're by Toronto and whatever, but you go outside of here, you know what it is? Boring.
Yeah.
You need an airsoft gun. You need a gun.
Yeah.
It's boring. You might need to shoot something.
Dude, people come on your lawn. Here's what I'm trying to say.
Zombies?
Here's what I'm trying to say. I went to Vancouver recently. We'll talk about that in a minute. But like, there's some places where, like, if you're just 2 hours away and you live in a place, right, and someone runs up on you, what are you going to do? The cop, like, you press you dial 911 in Mississauga, you're gonna get some cops real quick, right? You get, there's a fair bit of support in the city.
Yeah.
Out there in the country, you're crazy. By the time they come, everyone's dead.
I wonder what kind of gun you can still get.
Okay, so you can get hunting rifles.
Okay, that's a good one.
But it's bolt action
Jeez, like a okay.
or lever action.
Right.
Now you can also get
Lever action like a shotgun? That's fun.
No, that's pump action.
Oh, you can't have a pump action?
No,
They're
I
not
think-
letting you
I
have
think-
any fun.
No, I think you can as well. Basically, like singular fire weapon, right?
Right.
Like you boom, and then you have to do an action
Right.
before you go boom again.
Gotcha.
It's anything short of like freaking like a musket, and you have to like pump in your gunpowder in the
Get a
back of it.
slingshot and some bag of marbles, baby.
Now for handguns, I believe you can have a handgun for sports shooting, but I think they're starting to inch on that as well. So once when they start saying, "Hey, look, we're going to take it all away," which doesn't make any sense because the people who are shooting people are not buying their guns legally.
No, they're coming from America.
Yes, they're getting it illegally. So you take all the guns away from all the good people. And I know I'm sounding like a crazy like American right now, like an NRA person. But like, I don't know if it makes any sense that the only people who are armed in your city are all criminals and no one good.
Yeah, man.
Right? Now, I'm not living in this thing in my head where I'll be like, because did you hear the story?
No.
The
Oh, the one that got, yeah. I heard
there
that
was an
one.
active shooter in a mall.
Right.
right? And then after this other guy had a gun, and he was trained,
Right.
right? Identifies the shooter.
I
a
heard he
magazine
puts 4 in him from a distance.
Yeah. He was good. He's good. The question to ask, he was so good. They asked the question whether or not there was a laser on the gun or it was a red dot. No, he's just a good shooter. Yeah. Here's the problem, though, right? You get a bunch of people with guns. No one knows who's the shooter in the first place, and it's just civilians shooting civilians.
That would be the worst. If he shoots the bad guy and then another good guy shoots this guy.
Yeah, it's a problem. See, so I understand why you would want. Here's the thing, right?
What's the thing?
I don't want every person to have a gun. I've seen how people drive. They're horrible. I've seen how people move shopping carts. They're shit. They roll over my shoes. Right? I've seen people walk and don't know how to walk.
And you would shoot him.
I've seen people. We've had guests on this podcast that they don't know spatial awareness whatsoever.
They're bumping into everything.
They're hitting everything.
Yeah.
Right? And then they ask me for water and they want to keep the cap off. No, you can't.
Not in this basement.
You fucking spaghetti, man. You're going to hit everything. It's going to tip over and fall. Now I'm going to have to clean it off the way. Anyway, what I'm meaning to say is this. You don't want everyone to have guns. You want to have someone who has like some training. I don't have a problem with Jocko Willink having a gun around me. I don't have a problem with Navy SEALs. But at the same time, I just don't want to be the only one.
You know, this is what I would love. I would love it if they had better medals for civilians in terms of like, you have to earn, like that you can just carry it out.
You can't. Yeah, I agree with you. You can't just put in an application, get cleared, and then pick up a gun.
Right. I need to know like a shooting proficiency and like a judgment proficiency. Like, this person makes reasonable decisions all day.
Yeah.
And then you can just carry it and you can take it to McDonald's. I don't care.
Yeah.
A gold gun. You know.
If you and you got to go into live fire situations where you're like, have you seen Keanu Reeves when he's doing the target practice?
You're always a splinter. You're just an off-duty cell.
Yeah.
Once you're so good as a weapon, they just
I'm okay with that.
You're at the mall. Your beeper goes off. You have a beeper?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Active shooter. Active shooter in the sirens.
Pull out the gold gun. It'd be a great sitcom. They need to... that's the thing. This is where they missed all of it. Yeah. It's just like... your skill level should match your gun level.
Yeah.
That's the major thing. You can't have a...
Yeah.
If you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
That's my main thing.
Agreed.
Right?
100% agreed.
If you're a dumbass, here is a stone.
Yeah.
And you work the stone, dumbass. Here, you can graduate up to a slingshot once you get your GED.
Yep.
Right? And you can't give guns to Dumbos.
No.
That's it, right?
There's plenty of Dumbos, dude.
I understand if you didn't go to university. Trade, fine. That gets you a handgun.
Yeah.
You went to a trade school, even online, ITT Tech.
You see, like doctors are the only one with AR-15s?
You got enough credits with AR-15s, right? You got, depends on what kind of doctor. Some of them are crazy. Yeah. But also, like, there's a personality test in here, too.
For sure.
You got to be chatty. None of these quiet people. I don't trust anybody who's introvert with a gun.
Yeah, that's true.
I need to know what you're thinking. Annoyingly,
right? I want constant communication.
Yeah, as soon as I see things going off, I'm like, I'll let somebody know.
Yeah. See, so I think those are good rules. Yeah, you just can't have automatic weapons.
That's all. I
think everyone agrees that you shouldn't have someone who just can walk around, buy a gun, slap a drum with 150 bullets on it, and then have no training whatsoever.
I just don't like Umar Al Gabra or Ikra Khalid or Justin Trudeau telling me what's a good idea. I'm like, you guys. Come on, man. You guys know you guys don't always do good ideas. You guys know. I
don't like any of your ideas, to be honest with you.
All you do is bad ideas. Your bad ideas become good over time because just like, all right, but like, you don't even have good ideas, guys. Come on.
Yeah, man.
You shouldn't be telling people what to do.
Also because they don't do the thing. None of these politicians do the thing.
Shooting?
Anything.
Okay.
Like, where they're like, they're passing regulations about like sports cars, how a car is low or, lowered. I understand, muffler, whatever. But like all of these other things, the regulations around like enthusiast cars, the regulation around guns, the regulation now for drones, they made it very difficult for you to fly a drone that's up above 149 grams. And you need to pass a basic exam. The basic exam is essentially, listen to this fucking bullshit.
Sure.
The basic exam is the pilot's exam, the written pilot exam. They just took questions from that, and then they said that it was the drone exam. You need to know how to read instrumentation on an airplane. For a drone exam, you'd never see the instrumentation.
And they just sell you a gun.
And then you had to pay $10 for it. You can take the test as many times as you want. But here's what my problem is like, you obviously didn't think this through. Right, because you're not part of anyone who like they didn't even talk to a drone guy, like someone even who does it professionally. Be like, hey, look, what do you think would be a good way to certify you? Right? No, let's just take the pilot exam, and instead of 500 questions, we make it 250, and it was throwing like 5 questions for a drone.
This is transportation. This is right up Omar Al Gabras. You could probably talk to him. He might have an answer for this. I wonder how hard. What if you could actually change this, and you come back, you're like, you know what? Democracy works. Like you can actually. All right,
you know what? Here's what I'm going to do.
He's the minister of this.
Okay,
federally.
Okay, good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to study for the exam, for the basic exam.
Right.
Is put like 6 hours of thing. I'm going to do the exam. Then I'm going to go talk to him because the advanced exam is even more insane than the basic one. So let's say that you're trying to weed out people to like you don't want everyone to fly drones all over Canada.
You're an engineer.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, there are people who are like. There was a guy who's a pilot who decided that he would do the exam and he didn't have to study too much and he fucking failed it.
Is he a bad pilile? Just out of
that's hard.
Is it true? It's like he is horrible. He does crop dusting, crops everything. He's all over the place. This guy.
I have no idea, but it's a good point. Let me do some due diligence, and I'm going to talk to him.
I wonder because like we have access to we volunteered from him when he was nothing, when he was an engineer.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah,
and now he's been doing this for like 6-7 years. I don't know. I think he has a pension.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a public servant.
Yeah.
You should message him.
Yeah. Remind him of that.
I will.
Open with that, Yasin.
Right. Yeah.
Like, hey, survey.
I pay.
Hey, you know what I mean? You know how it works? Start with that, Yasin. And then tell him about your drone.
Right. I'll do that. Yeah.
This thing's...
I pay your salary.
Patrick Beverly did that with he's a basketball player.
Yeah, no, I know. He's the most talkative, trash talking person.
Piece
right?
of shit. Yeah, but he did that with the head of the Players Association, which I know is players, but then they have like admins that are heads and stuff. And this lady, and they're all on this Zoom call during the pandemic. Yeah. And then apparently like 3 players had to shut him up. Like, I can't imagine how many Zoom people were on there, and then people are like, "Can you get this guy to shut up?" Anyways, how are you been doing? How was the BC?
All right, BC was great.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
For?
All right, we were there for 5 days.
Oof.
The main reason why we went there is for me to watch, for me to go to a concert. Now, I'm not a big concert goer, right? I'll watch. I went to Brother Ali, Childish Gambino. I gotta really like this person for me to go. And even then, I've slowed down a fair bit in the last couple of years. But Odesza is something that I absolutely love. I love it's a musical duo, like indie.
Where are they from?
Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fantastic. I love them. If you watch any travel IG, if you follow any like IG accounts about travel or mostly that or like GoPro stuff or like whatever, you've heard their music, right? And so we went to go watch them and inadvertently got there an hour early. And it's general admin only in general admission. They didn't have any seats. Right. So we got there early and we were just right against the stage. So there's no one in front of us. Right. And we had those, I bought like special ear plugs that doesn't muffle the sound. It just reduces the volume, but you can still hear the music clearly, which I like because like I've gone to concerts and like for 2 days, my ears are ringing. And there's no way my ears was going to take, like I was in front of 16 speakers, literally. Man, what a fantastic show. Nice. It was so good. Lasers and like dudes with trumpets and trombones and like they had a whole. Did you see any of the videos? They had like even like a drummer line.
Music ones, no.
They had a drumming line. It's freaking insane. There's a girl drummer who shows up in the last one. I'm going to show it to you.
Okay.
Dude, like 110% effort. It was so fun to watch.
Nice.
Anyway, so that's why main reason why I went to Vancouver. But then we did some cool stuff. One of the things that I thought was cool, of course. Went whale watching. We went whale watching. And it's on this like really big yacht. They bring you out in the Pacific Ocean. And, they know the spots where the humpback whales are. These whales are big.
Nice.
Big. And it's like a 5-hour thing, like because they don't. It's not like they're chasing stuff. They'll go to a place, wait for a bit.
How big was your whatever you were in?
The boat that we're in?
Yeah,
it's like a big catamaran, motorized catamaran.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, like no sails, just big thing, big one. And I think it's like it also does like stuff for like research for whales and things like that. And they're closely related. The company that runs the boat are closely related to the like the whale conservation like scientists and stuff like that. So they share information about what they see there. Dude, these whales are insane. They're so big. When you exhale, you can hear it. Right, when they're exhaling out in the water, and you can see the big spray that comes out, right? And I was just transfixed. I love whales. Yeah, whales my jam. We didn't get to see any orcas. Orcas would have been cool, but you had to go a little bit earlier in the year. Maybe we missed them by like 2 months or so.
Man,
but
killers, love it.
Yeah,
I just be throwing in little things. You're like, did you just throw in a shrimp? I was like.
Just have extra shrimp in your pocket.
Just chip Doritos.
One of them came very close. Apparently, super rare. We saw like he turned over and then he like slipped back in the water. Every they take pictures of all the whales that come up, and then when the whale comes out a little bit, and then they go back down. Right. So the whale kind of the tail sticks out of the water.
So they track it.
They take pictures of it, and there's specific markings on the whale, and they have like this huge book. Of photographs of the whales in the place, and then they'll say like, "Oh, we saw that's Trooper," or "We saw Neo, whatever his name is."
It's like their fingerprint.
Yeah, exactly. And what else was cool is that at the end of the day, they send you all of the pictures of the whales you saw. They have dedicated photographers on the boat, and they send it to you via email, and then. So you got your pictures, the names of each whale, and then you can then go to like a whale website, and then every time the whales that you saw are show up some other place that was viewed,
right?
It gets registered there, so you can see where your whales were.
Dude, they want you to stalk these whales. Like, we want people to get addicted to these whales.
Yeah, so I haven't done
them
yet.
A little whale at a time. Like, jeez.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to the website. I haven't registered yet, but go to the website.
They should have an arm on the boat where you can control this big arm and you can scratch the whale.
Oh,
because just a dog, right?
Yeah.
It comes up, you just scratch a little, and it just hangs out.
So they said the closest relative is a hippo.
That makes some sense, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. I guess.
That's the fact.
Is the hippo on its way to becoming a whale?
I don't know. I don't think any of us will be here long enough for us to be able to confirm.
No, but not in this form. Like, it's not like you and me need to be here long enough, but like humans will.
Yes.
I
don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's just a fact I read while I was trying to get the hot chocolate.
I didn't think you did either, bro. Just so you know right now, I didn't think you were going to give me a hard yes or hard no, Yasin.
I took it way too seriously.
I don't know. They didn't say it wasn't part of this tour.
Hey, man, I'm a whale watcher now.
Yeah.
Okay? I've seen 8 whales.
It's a gateway drug to hippo watching.
They only showed up on the side of the boat where we were. We felt chosen by God, me and my wife. We went on one side of the boat, all the whales showed up there. We go on the other side of the boat, whales show up there. Damn. All these other people, not white people, all the other people who are on the boat, they're like trying to scramble,
It's probably tourists from all over the place.
They're like one step behind.
Yeah.
On which side of the boat they were.
Yeah.
We were blessed.
Not you guys. They were following you guys. They were like, what are those, Mauritians?
Yeah. By the way, humpback whales has just recently been seen on the coast of Mauritius as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn it, I missed it.
Yeah, I know.
That one, for some reason I feel more confident in the waters of Mauritius. I'd swim with the whales over there.
I just feel like it'd be dirty, right?
No.
No?
Mauritius waters?
Yeah. Like all the stuff over there, I feel like.
Not at all. It's pristine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the oceans are super clean, dude.
All right, cool.
Rivers, not so much.
No, I mean, because whales eat obviously in the ocean, so I'm just like talking about that whole area, not just like beaches. Right. I'm saying like where the whales are. I wonder because here, when you go to the Pacific, there's like a lot of control over what's allowed and not allowed. Plus, colder, so like certain things happen too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought I'm like whales down there. I wonder what their diet is like.
I think it's just the same thing. It's just
probably they're probably fine.
There's a lot of stuff that's happening in Mauritius. In Mauritius, is also it's very closely located to the shark nursery.
I get that.
The international shark nursery.
Yeah,
that they keep under wraps. They don't even tell you where it is actually.
Why?
Oh, because they don't want people to go hunt freaking shark babies.
Oh, right. Okay. I was like, I need to know what to watch out for. I heard shark babies, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's like great whites, tigers, tiger sharks and stuff like that. They go there.
They're trying to get boners for shark fins and stuff. Crazy.
Just take Cialis and leave freaking sharks alone.
Leave sharks alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And rhinoceroses and elephants.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, man, no amount of elephant tusk is going to make your penis bigger.
Don't
None.
knock it before you try it, though.
None. It won't work.
You sure?
Yeah, it won't work.
You sure though?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not searching for it. Is it? That's the reason why.
What? What happened?
Nothing.
You got a boner? What? Oh shit! Just thinking about it. Damn.
Damn, it's really good. I can only imagine what a
Tusk
soup
is-
would do to me.
Also, soup is the most exciting thing. If you kill something, I don't want it in a soup. I want it in a kebab. You know? Jeez.
I think it's because you're brown, brother.
That's probably because
Right.
that's just my ancestral DNA needs it in
Right.
a
Yeah,
kebab. Put some rice on it and some salad.
Also, our people don't make soup very well.
No, we don't really do soup.
This
soup.
dal,
That's not. That's not even soups, right? That's all.
that's
not-
lentil paste.
It's not, man. And you're very Mauritian. I just leave that there. Like you can't judge our food, bro.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
I am
You
totally
can't
Bahari.
you can't even pronounce that.
Dal.
Dal. Dal. Kebab.
Dal.
I went to friggin' Swiss Chalet drive-through as a goof just to see what's on the drive-through menu.
Yeah.
And there's no cars in front of me. So it's like I could just zip out.
Yeah.
And they had buttered chicken and a couple of other things. And then everything seemed like you would have this if you had diabetes and you couldn't eat food with salt. It
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
but they had butter chicken on there.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
You know? Well, who's going to Swiss Chalet drive-through as well?
I didn't even know why they had one. Winston Churchill, Eglinton. It's a pretty.
It's one of those restaurants where it's like it should be dead by now. This
Mm-hmm.
was like Swiss Chalet was for the time
Mm-hmm.
when immigrants hadn't come to this country in by mass yet.
You're right.
That was when. Now it's done. Does it?
Right.
So have you heard of Tucker's Marketplace or Tucker's
Yeah, I think so.
whatever? It's like an open buffet situation.
Yeah.
It's like a Mandarin but for white people, and I mean like the truest form of white people. So our company does a Christmas lunch, and we have to go eat there.
Yeah.
I say have because who the fuck is choosing that place?
Right.
It's closed now. COVID took it out. I rejoiced. I'm not happy that these people lost their jobs, but I'm very happy that this place doesn't exist where we will have to go eat there again.
Right. You want more flavor.
It's so bad, dude.
Right. And sometimes it does take something violent to end something that should end.
Yeah.
You know, people are going to hold on to newspapers and stuff. And
Yeah.
at some point, you're like, we're out of trees. You're like, okay, you know what? We did need to stop with these newspapers.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
sorry,
and stop.
Tuckers.
Yeah, and stop freaking eating Nutella.
Yeah. And
There's a
also,
bu-
yeah, I agree.
It's like palm oil, and they like cutting other trees down for them to plant palm trees for them to be able to get the palm oil. Palm oil itself is bad for you.
We
it's
had
the whole
somebody
thing.
give us a big thing of Nutella for having a baby.
Yeah. Like, you want us to die? Is this an assassination attempt?
I had them take it with them. I thought it was, and they were my age, so I didn't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
I was like, bro,
Hey, what
did
the
you
fuck
pick
are you
this up? And his wife was like, yeah, he picked this up. I was like,
You both make bad decisions.
yeah, no, she was great. She was just like, tell him. And I was like, once the wife tells me to tell her husband,
yeah.
it's like, oh, I'll tell him. Just making all these jokes. But Nutella's, I can't imagine. I don't know how that is available in such large quantities. It only should be in like a toothpaste packet of
Yeah.
Nutella. It shouldn't be like.
It should only be in those little packets where you have like the little sticks that you dip into it.
It's the jar the size of your head
Yeah.
sometimes. I've seen that size now.
What are they doing to
Dude,
that?
it's $20-something. You have to carry it. It's like a watermelon Nutella. And the serving on there is in tablespoons.
Yes.
So is this a year-long supply for the whole orphanage? Like, what is this?
I've never
Nutella?
once had a tablespoon of Nutella.
It's great, though, isn't it?
It's really
If you
good.
warm up some bread, white bread, if
Yeah.
you've heard of it,
Yeah.
and put like 2
Like the
tablespoons
worst
Nutella.
bread?
Oh my god!
Wonder
And
Bread?
Also, if you put Nutella and then you put honey on top, the honey gets cold and hard. It
Yeah.
adds texture. Put some granola on top, and then take an insulin shot right into the.
Dude, for something to taste so good, there is no free.
Yeah.
Like there's there's consequences
Fully
to
aware.
everything.
It's the first time I taste them, like, oh, this is bad for you.
Yeah,
What
it
is
has to
this?
be.
Cocaine? Because that's what I imagine cocaine would
God
be.
damn, dude.
Nutella.
There's a
Who makes Nutella?
Nestle.
Is it?
Oh, let me see.
Damn, that's just.
I mean, they're
sitting on a
hella
gold
evil
mile.
anyway.
They're just sitting on a. If you give Nutella to a country, and they get the profits, I think Nutella's never going to go out of business. You could run a whole country off of Nutella.
No, it's Ferrero. Actually.
What's how much profit does Nutella earn? Would you say?
Oh, I don't even know. in the millions.
See,
100 millions?
The long game is you make this product, you also own insulin patents.
Right.
Right? That's what corporations do, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, revenue at Nutella maker Ferrero reaches 12 billion after Nestle's acquisition.
Billion, mashallah. Billion.
Yeah, the revenue reached 12 billion in the fiscal year and ended in August. This is as of, dude,
Wow.
2019.
Man. 12 billion, eh?
People just eating themselves to death.
I think a bunch of these third world countries need to get together with all their bullshit sweets and make one sweet and be like, can we just share the profits from this? They're competing against Nutella, right? We all got something. We got gulab jamun and pastries, and they can sell that to white people, right up here.
White people love it.
Well, they just tell us it's Eastern. We love Eastern shit.
Anything.
Old and Eastern.
Turkish delight, baklava, all of that stuff. It's not from here,
People like it,
right?
Turmeric.
And it's not spicy.
Tell them it's turmeric in it.
Yeah,
And matcha.
yeah, and then green tea and all of those fads, eh?
Yeah,
They put green tea in Kit Kat.
that tasted interesting. Did you eat it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm an idiot.
No, you just want to know.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, how much did it cost you? Nothing.
Yeah.
Do you remember? No.
No, I remember not liking it.
Jeez.
You can't just put stuff in it. Anyway, what's the other thing in Vancouver that was cool?
Whales and
apart from
hawks
whales,
and
so
birds.
we went to I sent you some videos of an owl who doesn't know how to shut up. So they
You sent me a picture. I didn't know how to shut up.
Oh shit! I should have sent you the video. Anyway, so this owl just keeps on hooting, and then they ask the wrangler or whatever. So he's very talkative, right? He's like, yeah, he grew up in captivity, so he doesn't know the consequences of being loud.
That's so funny.
Right? A wild owl shuts up. This one is like, nothing eats me. I don't have to be worried about anything. I get like mice to eat.
It's not even that. Just like, you aren't. He gets fed on time regardless.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be quiet. Owls are the quietest predatory bird. I didn't even know that was something you measure until I started working at a company whose mascot was an owl.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Owls are the quietest predatory birds because they eat other predatory birds. So like you got to be quiet.
Have you seen the videos of the owl?
Yes, I have seen that one.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
That video. Okay, so for those people who don't know, there's a video. Just type in on Google in YouTube, owl quiet flying versus birds or something like that. That video seems like it was built around shitting on pigeons, right? Because so essentially the concept is they have a bird on a perch, and then they have its food of interest on the other side, and they have microphones all lined all the way in between those 2 points, and it's supposed to measure how loud this bird flies. And so they put a couple birds in. They got a falcon, like a small little falcon. They got like I don't know, whatever other birds I'll listen to. Then they put a pigeon, and this pigeon is the loudest, most unorganized flying, like flap, like just no regard for anything. Right? It's just loud. And then they put an owl. You can't hear nothing. The owl just gets up and then flaps once, and then it's just silence.
Dude, they're crazy. Their ear holes are they're not symmetrical
on
purpose.
Yeah.
So they have like a greater range of shit to listen to up here and down here.
Right, and they can triangulate better. Because if it's equal, it's harder for them to know the distance between some.
Crazy,
it's crazy. Well, owls. So anyway, there was an owl that won't shut up, and there was a falcon who was really quiet. So that was cool to watch, or cool to see. They're really big, surprisingly big and heavy. And then
You gotta hold it or no?
No, they didn't let anyone hold it.
All right, makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I mean,
Owls.
And then so mountains in Vancouver. So I did some research. The highest mountain. So when I'm in Mauritius, I look at mountains. I'm like, wow, this mountain's amazing. Especially for a person who lives over here in Mississauga, Toronto. Right? There's no mountains,
right,
whatsoever. So we go highest mountain in Mauritius, 850 meters high. I'm like, all right, cool. Iceland average mountains, on average, below 1,200 meters high. Average height of mountains in Vancouver, 3,300 meters high.
Jeez.
You got to put 2 Iceland mountains on top of each other for you to be able to get that high. They're so big. They're so big. It's insane to see. It's insane when your eyes look at it. You can't. Well, first of all, I couldn't even figure out whether or not they were bigger or smaller than Iceland, and they're twice as big as Iceland. That's how bad we are at gauging height.
After a certain point, it's hard. I know we could do it with people, like you're 6 foot,
Yeah.
but after 1,000, it's hard to know.
Yeah.
Are they just the same in terms of like snowy up top?
No, some of them just have like different textures. Some of them have full forest that's on them.
Wow.
These trees grow on rocks. It's amazing. It's not just dirt mountains. They're all rock mountains, and then it's completely covered in dense trees.
That's so cool.
And it's growing in, I'm assuming, soil that's not
They
like
have animals in there like deer and bears and all that.
yeah, there's bear warnings everywhere.
Oh, that's so cool.
We're in the hikes and stuff like
Black
that.
bears.
Black bears, yeah.
Black bears.
And all of the garbage in garbage cans in certain areas of Vancouver, they all are things that have latches. They have to put your hand inside to push the latch just to get access to garbage.
Jeez.
Because bears will come in and start, trying to get your garbage from the can.
They don't know the latch system.
They don't know. They haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, dude, it's insane. The tapestry of the place, the colors, the whatever it looks like.
Yeah.
The huge differential in like sometimes you're on a highway and you look up to like Burnaby or like a city, and the city is not flat. When you drive on the Gardiner Expressway and you look at Toronto, you're like, okay, there's Toronto, I can see it.
Right.
It's in front of you.
Yeah.
Some cities, when you're driving towards it, it's a full 500 meters high. Like the whole city and the entire skyline is sitting on top of a mountain.
Jeez, man. That's
Right?
magical, dude.
Yeah, it's really weird to look
I
at.
love going to places that are that different than here.
Yeah.
But we got to go back to New York. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
got to do a comedy thing.
What's your next? So you were in Mauritius, you went to Iceland,
Yeah.
you went to BC, and I think you just did this in like a 3-month span.
Yeah, 3-4 a.m.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
What is next?
I mean, something close.
Let's go to New York.
Yeah, New York for sure.
Let's do a boys trip.
Yeah, 100%.
Would your lady be down for a boys trip?
Yeah, it's a boys trip. She's not allowed.
Well, that's what she needs to, be like. Is she cool with not
Yeah.
going to it?
She hangs out with her friends all the time. I'm the one who's at home.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
post-production, videos, all
My
that sort of
wife's
stuff.
been
I'm never out.
done a couple of trips.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You should go." I'm like, "I should freaking go.
Yeah, let's go.
I'd love to go to New York. I hear
Let's
it's dangerous now."
I hear it's dangerous too. Let's please not stay in that hotel.
Yeah, I think we'd have to listen. Like, even
Just
if we're
a
a little
little bit better, bro.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. It's just, I can if it's ramped up even by a certain percentage, it's gonna be that guy that was falling might have even fallen over.
Yeah.
That guy was falling for like more than an hour. We did stuff.
No.
and came back.
We left, did something, and then came back. Like it might have been Jumma.
Yeah, and then he was still falling.
Still falling. Yeah, no, I don't want. Here's the thing. You know how we say like it's hard for me to feel bad for a friend who dies when he skydives because he skydived.
Right. So you don't want to stay in a bad part of town, cause
Yeah, if I get shanked in this place, the amount of stuff that I saw in the 1-2 minute walk to the main road,
yeah.
the amount of things I saw over there I've never seen before. I've seen transvestites, I saw pimps, I saw like transvestite prostitutes, regular prostitutes, pimps.
I saw a guy smoking cocaine from a pipe
Yes.
that he was
Yeah,
warming.
it was with a bulb at the end of it. And
Yeah.
there's everyone else who's just drunk regularly.
Yeah.
And then there's the fact that there's so many people that are just standing, not doing anything.
That is a thing that people are just standing around, looking around, and just talking.
And it seems New York, because in Toronto,
people are moving a bit
people
more.
are, even the homeless people, they're like, I'm trying to get home. I'm trying to ask for money. I'm sitting over here. I'm walking around in a circle. They're all doing something.
Right. I'm walking around in a circle.
In New York, though, there was people who were just leaning against like a mailbox.
Yeah.
Hours.
For our listeners, this is right by the New York Times building. Like
Not
maybe
right by, in front of.
basically we're less than a 2-minute walk from that building. And hey man, it was affordable. We got to stay. We had Pelotons in our hotel, bro.
Very nice
What was our
hotel,
hotel called?
inside.
I don't remember.
Apollo?
Something. It's not Apollo though.
It started with an A, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. It was
But
a
I
nice
forget.
hotel.
New York Times area. We'll go closer to the park, or
Yeah.
we might even go like a different part of town and stuff.
Yeah. We'll line it up and we'll do 3 things. Potential fraud.
Yeah, your phone tells you potential fraud, and you open, and they're like, "Hey, you haven't done this. This is how you do it in English, and this is how you do it in Chinese." And you're like, "Why would you go there?"
Yeah. I never answer it now that I got this thing.
Yeah, no.
I love them telling us that.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, hold on one second. Yeah, okay. Well, New York, man. Trevor Noah's stopping. He's ending his run, so that's going to be interesting. You know what would be crazy?
Yeah.
If Jon Stewart comes back.
That is a frigging thought, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like he's gearing towards a comeback.
What if Jon Stewart said, "Hey, Trevor, thanks, but that's enough."
Yeah.
And Trevor's like, "No, I really want to do like. I don't think you understand."
Yeah.
And then Trevor Noah was like, "Okay."
Fair enough.
And
And he's like, okay, I'm going to spin it like I want to do stand-up comedy again.
he's great at stand-up, dude. Everybody, my brother's going to see him tomorrow
Yeah, he's good.
for the third time.
I loved his African specific comedy. It was so good.
Here, just to switch it up, did you watch Andrew Schultz on his YouTube special?
Yeah.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it originally and then whatever. Yeah.
I like his African stuff, Trevor Noah, but I'm like, when I've seen him in person, just like when we saw Andrew Schultz in person, it's just like, I saw the YouTube special, I was like, I remember these bits, but when you're in person, you're like, this person's funny.
Okay,
And
so
that's
I
what-
watched Trevor Noah live when he came to Toronto.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that good.
Oh, I only saw him for 7 minutes and once, so I haven't
Yeah.
seen him. But my brother saw him. Did you see him for Islamic Relief, or where'd you
No.
see him?
I saw him for like comedy, like the
Meridian, the whatever Sony theater.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was okay.
Yeah.
And let me put it to you this way: I will gladly buy a ticket and watch him again.
Okay.
But it didn't feel like it would. I think that when I was watching it, he was on his way not doing comedy because he was doing the Daily Show, right? So it wasn't as sharp. It wasn't. Yeah, there was something missing with regards to that. But like his earlier stuff when he was doing like mostly to African crowds,
Yeah.
those were fantastic. Plus, because he knows all of the accents accurately for the different types of people in Africa, and then you get kind of like it's like a learning experience at the same. I don't know. It's just unique because you don't get to see African stand-up comedies.
No,
comics,
they don't break
right?
this barrier.
Exactly.
Even like British, they're only like 2 to 3 that sneak in. We don't even.
Some of them are gems in the UK though.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Some of the good ones there. But anyway, yeah. No. So he's coming tomorrow.
Yeah,
This weekend?
He's here tomorrow. He's here for just for laughs.
That's awesome.
Yep. Neil Brennan just left. Blah blah blah. But yeah, should be fun.
Yeah. You gonna watch anything this weekend?
No, I'm staying the night in Toronto tomorrow with the wife, and we're gonna take the baby. Should be a fun staycation.
Shangri-La.
No, we're staying at Hotel X. I've never stayed there.
Is he gonna give it to you?
No. But we got from my wife's last birthday. Shut up. My wife's last birthday. We were given like a voucher to stay at hotel. It's like $600 to stay there. So and they have tennis courts. So I'm gonna take my racket and stuff down and play with the wife and baby.
You gonna do pickup?
I'll just play with my wife and show the kid how to hit a ball and stuff. He gets up pretty early. We'll just go down. That's where the pros go apparently when they're in town for like the Rogers Cup and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where it's the best tennis courts in the city. Aside from that, there's a private club, but this is where the whole place, everybody stays. They practice.
You wake up early in the morning. You go downstairs.
Yeah.
6 a.m. You can't sleep. Kid and wife is asleep.
Yeah.
In the court is Federer. What do you do?
Tackle him. Get on the news. Take a selfie. He doesn't have side control. He has no escape.
He's got nothing. He doesn't even know how to do a hip bump.
You want to break 10,000 Crash and Flow podcast Instagram. Crash and Flow, Federer. Be water. Be water, bitch. Sorry. I have a lot of respect for that guy. He's one of my favorite guys of all time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's as classy as you can. You know how like sports can, you think people are supposed to be a certain level of class? He is that. And also just all around the best. And nobody's prettier to watch do what they do. Like, fighting, and you can see like the way certain people move on their feet. It's like, oh, that person's fluid as shit. Roger Federer, whatever he does is as beautiful as anybody doing it. So I could just watch that guy rally for like hours.
Yeah,
and it's just, it's like having lo-fi hip hop is watching Roger Federer just hit balls.
Yeah.
Everything is beautiful
Like
the whole
serotonin.
time. Dude, it's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nobody else ever like him or was. And it's interesting because a lot of these guys have similar accolades between him, Nadal, and Djokovic. They're almost tied for as many slams. And that's why it's hard to kind of say, like, this guy's the best. Federer, like, people will say, like, even if he'll get a couple of more majors, this guy is the greatest player to watch and statistically maybe one of the best, like one or two.
Have you seen him live before?
You know what? No, I've only seen Sampras play live. and I've seen Andy Roddick play it live. Out of people that are of note, but you got to live in a city where these tournaments come to. Toronto does. I don't know when that happens. I don't know. There's so much happening.
There's a lot of things. Man.
I should go. Serena was just friggin' here and didn't go.
Oh shit! Serena
Nadia did. Yeah, Nadia went.
It'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, she didn't know what's happening. She's like, excited.
Yeah, I don't need to know what's happening.
I saw Derek Jeter's last game. I was like, sure, it's fine. I saw him.
Yeah. Plus, you know enough.
I know a lot.
You know enough.
Yeah.
And here's I watch highlights of Serena Williams. You don't need to know tennis.
You get it.
For you to
It's Pong.
right?
Yeah, it's Pong.
You understand what's happening.
Yeah.
She's really, really fucking strong.
Yeah, it's not like backgammon. You're like, what happened? When she hits another girl doesn't, is that good?
Speaking of athletic wonderment and ability, Halo just had this is for like 2 people who listen to the podcast. Halo just they just finished the Orlando Major championship. Team Optic won. And they dropped Got Your Pistola, unfortunately. And I think Pistola is going to retire after that.
How old is he?
I think he's like 31.
Wow, good for him. That's a run.
Big run. He's one of the last few. Jeez. There's only like maybe 2 or 3 veterans that still play.
You get slower, don't you?
Yeah, they all get slower.
You get slower.
All of their reaction times go down. And so a lot of them who used to be like the GOATs are coaches for the team, which is amazing. Now the coaches are not just like the coaches are mic'd up. They look at all 4 screens and they're doing like timing.
That would be you need that.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is exciting.
Yeah. So they actually do call outs as well and things like that. So like now you have some veterans that do that. They have other veterans that do like the match commentating and then after the color comment. It's a whole thing now. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing for like nerddom. And when we started playing Halo back when was it 2003 or something like that, to think that I could sit down and watch like well-produced Halo tournaments is so fun.
Can you and I play against each other in Nintendo 64?
Nintendo 64?
Sorry, Switch? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, but I
have the online stuff.
I need to buy the online thing. I canceled it because
American Express has this thing where you can just if you buy it, you to just refund it.
Really?
Yesterday, for the people listening, American Express had a offer. If you want to get Disney Plus, as long as you buy something for $119.99, they refund you $119.99. If you buy a subscription for Disney Plus, they just refund you the whole subscription.
Okay.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because Disney wants to be able to say, we've got more subscriptions than X.
Yeah,
They're just giving it away. I told my brother, he's like, I got it for a car wash. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I went for a car wash. And so if you want to get the month's car wash, they'll give you Disney Plus. They're just trying to get subscriptions.
Yeah.
So
it's because Disney and Marvel is shit right now.
So let's play some Nintendo.
Okay, yeah,
Switch.
let's do it. What did you play? Oh wait, well, okay. Last thing we'll talk about. Did you buy Tony Hawk?
You know what? I got an offer for a job, and I had already written down that when I accept an offer, I will go ahead and buy this. So like, I haven't accepted it yet.
All right, bismillah.
So yeah, I'll take a look at it.
I'm excited for it.
But I will be playing all the time for like at least a month once I get it. Like it'll be a thing. It'll be a.
You gotta let the fever run its course.
Dude, it was my high school. I might grow I might get shorter and skinnier all of a sudden. Like,
you used to wear Airwalks, didn't you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you used to wear Airwalks when I first met you.
Okay.
All right, people, that's been episode 359. Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Bundle up. Winter's around the corner. Good night.
Yo.